There are really two issues at stake. The first issue is that they have to replace Sheila Jackson Lee on the ballot. That's done by a vote of the local committee where Democrats will decide who the best person they think is to replace her. If that doesn't work or they can't find agreement, then the state party's executive committee will make a decision. That has to be done by the end of August. The second issue they have to worry about is a special election to fill out the rest of her term. She still has a few more months left until the new Congress is sworn in January. So someone has to fill that seat. This is by the governor's decree. He has to decide when the vacancy is official and then put in effect the special election and the dates.
So Governor Abbott will set the election. Does Governor Abbott play any role in who runs or anything like that, or who makes the decision as to who will run in that special election, at least on the Democratic side?
Yeah, anybody can run in that election. These are people who are probably going to be folks who have run before. They're probably going to be local political officials, some of who have waited out Sheila Jackson Lee's term in office. But generally speaking, these are going to be people who want to see themselves in that role.
And is it safe to assume that whoever runs in the special election will likely want to maybe the person that is on the ballot in November as well? Would that
Yeah.
make sense?
It does. I think we're talking about the same universe of people. The people who the Democrats are likely considering to be the replacement on the ballot are also people who are going to consider running for that seat in the special election. It could be the same person, it could be the same handful of people, but generally speaking, there's been a pretty big appetite in these kinds of races because these seats don't open up very much, and it's hard to unseat an incumbent. So this is really a moment for the Democrats to be very careful about who they pick and for candidates to really put their best foot forward. I think we'll see a lot of names thrown about. I think obviously this is one of those seats that doesn't come up very often and is a seat that once you get in there, it's really hard to get an incumbent out. So this is a lifetime appointment in some general way. So we're definitely going to see politics play a big role in it.
And we saw, I mean, this last election was, or primary was the first time Sheila Jackson Lee had a pretty legitimate primary opponent, although it ended up not being very close at all. But she's usually not seriously challenged. This year she was by Amanda Edwards. Is that a name you'll be watching closely, or that might go to the top of the list in terms of who you're looking out for?
Yeah, I think Amanda Edwards is probably the odds-on favorite here. She put together a pretty spirited challenge of Sheila Jackson Lee without being disrespectful to the late Congresswoman's time in office. She's raised a lot of money. She's got a big profile. She's probably going to be the odds-on favorite, but there are going to be a lot of names that are going to be thrown about because this is a seat that does not open up very much, and it's a seat that's really hard to lose. So whoever gets it is going to hold on to it for a very long time.
I was going to say this is not a seat that Republicans or the GOP has any chance in winning at all. Correct?
No, no, every 2 years, there's always a discussion about how Republicans are going to try to take this seat. But realistically, given the demographics in it and the way that the political trends generally go, it's very unlikely this will ever be a Republican seat.